Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the MI podcast. So, today we will talk about customer reviews, the importance of them, why they need to be encouraged, what are the ways you can get positive reviews, how can customers kind of, through that refer you also, how can you kind of take it forward in terms of positive reviews in promoting it on social media. So, all that we will discuss in this particular episode. So, firstly, you have to have a process where you encourage reviews, right? Somebody has used your product or service. Let's take an example that you run an e-commerce site where you're selling athleisure. So, somebody buys a particular shirt from it, right? So, in then when you get the purchase mail, which generally has the bill of that same and then like what you have purchased, that can also contain a section where you talk about please review us on this. So there'll be requests, so you can have it in your normal transactional mails everywhere, a section maintained of giving you reviews. The most common form of review obviously would be on that particular site. So whether it's your e-commerce site or the other marketplaces where you have your product there you can have, like, you can go click and then go and give you a review or something like that. I've even seen cases where a pre-written review also comes or something, a very simple, where you can maybe add on to it, or just within 2 clicks it's you've given a positive review. So those can be in the case where, yeah, you enjoyed the experience of buying the product and all those things, but you don't want to think about what to write or something. So then it's just in a couple of clicks that happen. So have a complete review, like an encouraging process here laid down by the marketing team. So where all are your channels that you will encourage these reviews? Also, Google reviews can come, like in terms of especially services, or you have a physical location and all, because when the thing is Google and people are looking for thing in like Google My Business through you, if you're getting to the place also via Google Maps or something. So in such a case, when you see something positive, like a prospective customer and he's seeing the it's being rated well, like something above 3 stars, I think the total is out of 5 stars within Google. So that is where he gets encouraged. Whoever is looks at that, yeah, this guy has given good service, and that's where even a negative review can affect. So that I'll come to the section where we have to monitor the review. But here, let's just say, have a complete review infrastructure in place and work on the same, and I'll analyze what is happening on that, what is the success of like review campaigns, if you can call them, and take it forward from there. Next is the simple thing that many brands kind of leave out, especially if you don't have people working it on, either you are active on it as the business owner, is responding to the reviews. um, there are two things. Obviously, a review will be either positive or negative, because generally people react in the extreme. Let's A person is like, okay with your service, yeah, it was fine. They will not generally review, right? Unless that person, there is something like he's a friend or a well wisher, and you request for that. Um, it would be a positive or a negative. So in the positive case, you should in the reply, you should thank the person for that. Generally, I've seen that it's kind of a scripted 3-4 lines that thank you for this thing, and we look forward to serving you again, or something like that. Something like that, generally scripted thing, but it has to be done. It shows the brand is really engaged in this, which is the new generation. They like that when a brand is really having a personal touch to that in terms of its communication. And second, if the negative, then you kind of apologize for the experience, and then say, okay, generally this is our email ID, which we can take this and in discussions further or something. These are the general kind of responses where I feel a lot of companies are lacking because they're not active on it or they don't take it serious. But as we know, reviews is something which is so much important. I've seen conversion rates when if you have a particular brand who is kind of responding to the reviews or having a good review system, conversion rates are increasing by almost like 50% for them. Like, because end of the day, all these things people are researching online, and when they see positivity and brand is engaged in it, generally, then they have that positive this thing, and then they will go forward and maybe become a loyal customer of yours. Then you have the monitoring process. Like I said, if you are seeing negative reviews in different sites and all, how do you kind of respond to that? Um, Replying to that is fine, but then in that have a kind of a funnel system that what would happen, like if there is from this review, negative review, what was the final outcome of that? It's like a customer support process that you have where like you a query is raised or something. So all this is kind of monitored so that you get the best possible results from this particular process. Then you should showcase your positive reviews. Now, there are, if you are doing well, you have a good business. Definitely, you have a lot of loyal customers and customers who you have wowed with your service. So, with when you have done that, you can showcase that right in your social media or something. I've seen many places, even a WhatsApp message has been obviously they remove the number, name, or whatever. But in terms of like that is showcase, this is what the people really thought about a service and something which really wins over people. Like when they see such kind of positive review, because people want end of the day they want that social proof that yeah, this is a company which has made a difference for the people at the ground level, and it is showcasing some praise compliment that is there. So that really puts them in a positive stage and it creates a great goodwill for your brand as well. And lastly, reviews beyond marketing is to also improve. Like this fine is it will increase, your reach. The more and more traffic will come if you have reviews. The conversion rates will increase and all. But then with reviews, you have to look at where to improve. Like when there will be certain thing, where there is constructive. I would say what happens mostly in reviews also people generally, which I have told a lot of people have talked with this about, is many people they like they are not happy with generally think they are unhappy people. Let's be honest, like most of the time they are negative people, like they like to just take out the frustration on those. So that's what even come out in certain reviews and all, which you can see through, right? It's not constructive, it's just like complaining, just like whining kind of thing. So in those cases, like you can ignore that, maybe you can address it one reply, but beyond one reply I don't think you can take it forward with that, because that's wasting your time also with those people. So maybe look at how you can block them in certain cases also, like that is there in certain social media channels. But or if it becomes a nuisance, like in terms of if it's that person's a bit popular, it can become like a defamation kind of thing. In this case, which you can review, that is in like major cases and all, not generally with most of the time. So you should look at improving with reviews when there's a constructive feedback that this is somewhere I saw lacking, or this was where I met somebody in your company which was not a positive experience, certain thing that happened, or something in your product or service what you had promised was not kind of delivered. So there you can analyze, right? If you are heading this whole thing, your marketing, or you are the CEO of the company, you can look at ways where this review you can look for improving, create the process where you improve, because that is what you are there in that position. If you address all these things, you know what's happening at the ground level, and where we all can improve is that's how you grow. The biggest brands have continuously improved their products or services or the experience for their customers because they listen to their customers, right? So this is the part of it where you can improve with when you listen to a constructive criticism also. Awesome. So this we would wrap up this particular episode. I think we did episode about customer reviews. Please go out there and utilize them. Customer reviews as a major thing, not only on your social media reach, but also to increase the from the reach to increase conversions as well. Thanks a lot. Thanks for it. Until the next episode, I'll see you. Take care.